Nintendo's Legend of Zelda series has long been synonymous with quality, adored by fans and critics alike. Yet, among the franchise's lineup of iconic titles, one game remains divisive: The Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. Released on the Wii in November 2011, Skyward Sword debuted with high expectations as the Wii's final big Zelda game and a celebration of the series' 25th anniversary. Though critically acclaimed, the game's focus on motion controls, story, and unique gameplay design split fans' opinions. Over time, however, it's become clear that Skyward Sword is not just a solid entry in the Zelda lineup, it's one of the Wii's best games. What makes Skyward Sword so distinctive is how it takes advantage of the Wii's motion controls to immerse players in Link's journey fully. Players wield the Wii Remote like Link's sword, using it to swing, thrust, and block with precision. By utilizing Wii Motion Plus, Skyward Sword essentially turned the Wii Remote into an extension of Link's sword and his various other tools, like the Beetle item, which players fly by holding the controller like a paper airplane. This control scheme felt challenging, but when it worked, it allowed players to experience swordplay and item use with a level of immersion that no other Zelda title has achieved. The game also pushed the Wii's visual and sound capabilities to their limits, boasting a gorgeous, painterly art style and an orchestrated soundtrack that richly complements its status as the first game in the Zelda timeline. Key themes, such as a reversed rendition of Zelda's Lullaby, evoke nostalgia for longtime fans, while new tracks like Groos's theme provide fresh, memorable tunes. The combination of visuals and music created a game world that felt grand and reverent, underscoring the game's role as the origin story of Hyrule and the eternal conflict surrounding the Triforce. But Skyward Sword is more than just a technical feat. It breaks Zelda conventions by restructuring the overworld and dungeon design to keep players consistently engaged. Instead of vast open fields, Skyward Sword introduced intricate forests, deserts, and an ocean, all dense with puzzles and secrets. This design choice marked a departure from the traditional dungeon item boss formula, paving the way for games like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, which would later further upend Zelda traditions. And while Skyward Sword's Sky Islands may seem sparse compared to Hyrule's vast fields, they allow for a sense of vertical exploration and discovery. Soaring through the sky on Link's Loftwing, players encounter memorable characters, such as a mysterious dojo trainer and a rather eerie clown hosting mini-games, adding charm to the game's scattered sky outposts. With the release of more recent Zelda games that emphasize open-ended exploration, fans have started to long for the classic dungeon puzzle format that Skyward Sword exemplified. Unlike the modern entries with breakable, free-form puzzles, Skyward Sword tasks players with more structured challenges using items like the hookshot and the beetle throughout multiple dungeons. This approach balances traditional item use with exploration, allowing each dungeon to feel distinct and engaging while emphasizing the importance of Link's arsenal. Finally, Skyward Sword represents a rare instance in Zelda history when Nintendo prioritized storytelling. Serving as the origin story for Link and Zelda's legacy, the game explores the foundation of the hero's journey, Zelda and Link's relationship, and the Triforce's curse of reincarnation. Fans had been theorizing about a Zelda timeline for years, and with Skyward Sword, Nintendo finally confirmed an official timeline, connecting all the games into a cohesive lore. Zelda's journey to uncover her fate and Link's motivation to find and protect her add layers of emotional depth that make this story one of Zelda's most impactful. In this era, Nintendo briefly experimented with more complex storytelling, such as with Pokémon Black and White, allowing players to engage more deeply with the game's worlds and characters. In retrospect, Skyward Sword is an underappreciated gem, blending intricate design, immersive controls, and one of the most heartfelt stories in Zelda history. For fans who may have overlooked it or struggled with its motion controls, the HD remaster on the Switch offers a chance to experience the game with a fresh perspective. Skyward Sword isn't just an overlooked classic, it's a reminder of a time when Nintendo took creative risks to deepen the Zelda legacy.